avoiding things that I know that's going to trigger me, keeping myself away from people that trigger me. Those types of things help. But how do you calm yourself? How do you try to control your emotions? Hey family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori. If you've been following my journey, then you know that I am on a healing journey. Um, it's a very spiritual as well as physical journey. The healing process, it requires you to use your mind over your flesh, okay? And it requires you to be very disciplined. And if you don't know what I've been dealing with, then you can go back and watch my first video or my second video to get updates on what I've been dealing with. And I'll link those videos below as well. But today I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about some of the things that have been helping me in this process. So I've been fasting. I've been fasting for 3 days. I will eat just raw food. I'm saying fasting, but it's more of just eating clean. Um, so 3 days I'll eat only raw foods, mostly fruits and veggies. And then for one day I'll have cooked foods, but that is still just fruits and veggies. So no rice, no potatoes, no corn, no starchy, sugary foods, no processed foods, no fast food, like what else? No alcohol. Um, Genuinely just alkaline, clean foods for the body, foods that give the body nutrients, minerals, everything that we need. Essential amino acids, which is your protein. Um, so all of the things that the body really needs. Just no animal flesh, no processed foods, no sugar, no starch. And I'll eat like that for 3 days. I'll eat raw 3 days, cooked food one day. Raw 3 days, cooked food one day. And so essentially, I'm eating raw 6 days out of the week. And it doesn't really feel like it because I'm breaking it up with the 3 days raw and the one day cooked. And then I'm going heavy on my herbs. I have some here. Um, there's a few different herbs that I'm taking that help with the issue that I'm having. And I noticed that herbs help to stimulate different systems in the body. So certain herbs could help stimulate your lymphatic system to remove certain waste. And there's certain herbs that could stimulate the arteries in the veins to help with lowering the blood pressure. So there's so many different herbs that can help flush the body of toxins and speed up the healing process. So in addition to eating a certain way, I'm also taking lots of herbs, and I'm also being mindful. So aside from the food, like I said, is very spiritual, is very mental, and is extremely emotional. So I'm making sure that I'm taking the time to rest a little bit more. It's not that easy. I'm a single mom, so you only get so much rest, but I take it when I can get it. I'm keeping my energy as calm as possible. Okay. I've noticed that when I am triggered, angry, um, frustrated, annoyed, or irritated, I notice the difference in what happens to my body and my bleeding when I'm in that state. I notice that it has a very negative impact on my body, and I can see it. But what I realize is that this happens to all of us, even when we can't see it. Because of what I'm dealing with, it's easy for me to notice. But someone else, they might feel like, oh, they're just angry. But the reality is, when you get overly angry or overly irritated or annoyed or have anxiety and stress and all of these different emotions, um, it actually raises our blood pressure. It causes us to, breathe different. It makes our body tense, and it causes issues that we sometimes don't notice. And because we don't notice them, we think that it's okay. but it actually takes the body a while to regulate itself again after being irritated. So I'm starting to recognize that I have to be in control of my triggers. And we all know that's not easy. Anybody and anything can trigger you at any moment. But noticing how I'm feeling when something is about to trigger me, or avoiding things that I know that's going to trigger me, keeping myself away from people that trigger me, those types of things help. Um, and then the reality is sometimes it's going to happen and you're going to be triggered. But how do you calm yourself? How do you try to control your emotions and your feelings in those moments? And breathing helps. Breathing is one of the things that I wanted to talk about today, because breathing is something I've realized a lot of us don't really know how to do. We're on autopilot when we're breathing, but most of us breathe very shallow. We breathe in our chest. But breathing has a lot of benefits. It can lower your blood pressure. It immediately brings a lot more oxygen into your body, which sends oxygen through your blood and to different parts of your body, your different organs. All of our organs require it. So learning how to breathe is key, or being intentional about your breathing. So first, I want you to put one of your hands over your chest. Maybe put your right hand over your chest and put your left hand over your stomach. And when you breathe in, take a deep breath in and notice which part of your body went out more. Was it your chest or was it your stomach? Like which hand moved more, and then release it. Okay. So if you notice your chest is going out further, then you are breathing very shallow. You're breathing from your chest. Okay. And it's okay for there to be some movement in your chest, but most of the movement should be in the belly. When you take a deep breath in, your belly should expand like a balloon. So let your goal be to push your bottom hand out when you breathe. Okay. So take a deep breath in again. And practice doing that a few times. And if you notice again that you're still breathing in the chest, then practice moving just your hand. Practice getting in a comfortable position. However, you could be laying down, sitting down, standing up, but just get yourself in a comfortable position. Put your hand on your stomach and just practice pushing your hand out when you take a deep breath in. And when you take a deep breath in, pause for a second, hold it for a second, and then release the air slowly. Okay? So let's do that one more time. Let's try to take a deep breath in. One more. Hold it. Release. One more. Hold it. Release. Okay, so if you did that and you notice your stomach moving out, then you're doing it right. Okay, so as often as possible throughout the day, try to practice breathing intentionally. And I am a person who has a habit of breathing really shallow. Okay, that comes from being in stressful situations. Sometimes that comes from just wanting to keep our stomach tight, and it keeps you in this. It keeps your body in this stressful mode, in this tense mode, and more importantly, our body is not getting the proper oxygen that it needs. And breath is the body, breath is the life, okay? So controlling your breathing can help you when you're in a stressful situation. If you're hyperventilating, if you're needing to calm down, if you're feeling overwhelmed or angry, controlling the breath can control your energy. So I'll probably come back another day and talk about different breathing techniques, because there's like millions, not I'm exaggerating, but there's a lot of breathing techniques for different things. There's breathing techniques to give you energy. There's breathing techniques to calm down anxiety. There's something called box breathing. There's fire breathing. There's so many different breathing techniques, and they all have their own benefits. But the most important thing is to know just how to breathe in general. So if you practice breathing, take slow, deep inhales and make sure your belly is going out, and then hold it for a second or two, okay? And then take your time and breathe out slowly, and do that as often as you think about it, as often as you remember. Sometimes I'm driving in a car or I'm cooking and I'm just like, oh, let me breathe, and then I'll take a few slow, deep breaths. But I'm starting to recognize like how often I don't breathe intentionally. And incorporating that into my healing process has been helping me to keep my own energy calm, helping me to relax more, um, and ultimately just helping my body to feel better. So, family, I hope that that helped you. I don't know if you're a person who is conscious of how you breathe. If you are, then congratulations, because most people are not. And unfortunately, I am one of those people. But I am making it a habit to be more intentional about my breathing. And I just wanted to come on here to say that that's one of the techniques that have been helping me. I hope it helps you, and stay tuned for more breathing techniques and more breathing updates. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon.